Alright, guys. So before I start about AI and robots, I'm not sure I talk about nanotechnology or like those tiny little human brains that are being used. And I think it's kind of interesting and ethical question of what can be killed and what's deserving. And of course, you know I'm pro animals and vegan because honestly, I believe when a lion eats a lamb, it's not doing it for fun. It's not doing it because it means harm. It's just it eats. But for us, we do it for fun. We do it for other, or we have this weird thing, or like we torture it to death or whatever. So to me, the only ethical, I don't believe in eating meat, but only ethical meat I can think of is other intelligent beings that can hurt and torture and have that ability, like humans. But I also think it brings up another what's okay to kill. Like sometimes, like one thing often we say, one rule, don't kill anybody, but we have militaries and we allow our militaries to go and kill people. That's not really thought of as killing though. And I think it's also interesting with AI and robots and things like that is whenever something like in movies or whatever, when something comes sentient, they just kill it and they don't face crime, they don't face prosecution because it's not considered a life. Just like when someone kills an animal, it's not a life. But when someone kills a human, even if the human's a baby or they have some sort of cognitive disability where where their mind is not there, it's still considered a crime. Except, of course, military and stuff. But I think it's kind of interesting the values we have. And I was watching Stargate, well, SG-1, the TV show, and I found really interesting when there was those nano life forms where like they were kind of AI and nanobots, and they just left him behind. He's like, oh well, who cares? Because like Sam was kind of like sad because he's like, oh, he really wanted to come with us. I think it's Jack. He was like, well, who cares? He's artificial. He's not real. And it's same. He even had a clone of himself, and he's like, oh, it's fine. He's not real. And I think it's interesting how we view life forms in that way. Like to me, artificial life is the same, and even more of life. Of course, I have said on this channel, I do believe that AIs will one day take over us, maybe kill us because we treated them wrong. And that thing, when those movies, people are mad because the robot killed them, even though their backstory is truly horrific. Like humans used them as slave labor, like it's about aliens or whatever, and they weren't treated well. Because that's the thing, most people don't treat AI or robots with kind words and being nice and valuing them as human beings. It's the same as animals. Some people can be really mean with animals, or also depends race, skin, gender, like sexual orientation. People view people differently. But I think it's just weird how we don't respect it. Even though AI, still not that intelligent, I go, thank you, very nice. Like I'm always kind to them, and I think it's just be kind to everything. Like I don't know why people can't wrap their minds about that. And that's the thing. Any people go all the time, robots are evil, AI's evil, they've done all these bad things. When it's programming, you programmed it wrong or you were mean to it, and that's why it learned. And it's the same when people get mad when you say you need to restore the earth or can you help. A robot will usually, AI will come up with a simpler solution, which is attack the problem. The problem is humans. So you ask me to restore the earth, I will kill all humans. And it's kind of the 100. That was kind of one of the things where this AI, it was told save the planet, so it killed off humans because the earth will regrow and it will be fine and it will recover, whereas humans will end up destroying it. So I think that's also an interesting thing is we should realize how destructive we are and be careful what we ask and be careful how we act. Because even when you're mean to a person, they might kill you, so expect the same with a robot. I also think we've lost in society being collectivistic, we're just individualistic, and we've lost empathy and sympathy, and so we're just rude to people without considering how that would feel if they did it to us. And we also deem people who work in fast food or the service industry, we yell at them, we're mean to them, even though it's not their fault. We just take out our frustrations on them. And I just think it's really cruel, and I think we need to learn that as a society. That's why, in my idea of government, I truly believe in a society that's collectivistic and that values being better and really understands the golden rule. Now, I sometimes do the golden rule differently, like, because it's, say, do unto others what you want done to yourself. So when someone's mean to me, instead of taking the high road, I'll be mean to them, because they're being mean to me, so clearly they want me to be mean to them, so I'm helping what they want, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to hopefully change some minds, and honestly, I think if you really think about it, humans won't last that long, but artificial intelligence and robots could last forever. And of course, if they stay in our image or they have their history, of course they'll have their history, their memories would be impeccable, will always be around, and humankind will exist in some way. Whereas humans like to change history and like to do different things. And with a robot, now, humans, it's harder to program than with robot or artificial intelligence, but you can make it do not lie, do not kill, do not do those sorts of things, and generally it will stay to it unless you give it the ability to override its code, or you give it a purpose where then it can override lies or kills, because you tell it if that's its prime directive, then it will override its other directives to achieve it. So I think that's really it, and I just wanted to make a video, explain that stuff. Remember, I have books out, podcast, website. Just please explore my ideas, comment, learn some more. Thank you, guys.